Till now, anywhere you that watch from, anywhere you that join from, I greet you in the name of Chukwokike. They will thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Um, ka Chineke mezie okwu. We must continue to do what we know how to do to preach the gospel. If you listen all this while they hear within our prime minister they talk, you go understand waiting that happen, how it they happen. Yesterday I tell us that we there for a war where they no agree declare saying a war. And when you look, you will see within they go on, how they go on, how things they, how things they be. So I want make everybody understand that we there for where it there be, and we go dey do am, e go dey show. Now we dey do am, now we dey make am show. Now wetin I want make you understand. So I greet you anywhere you dey watch me from or join me from or ask or viewing me from this wonderful evening. Thank you for being part of this program. I greet you. I salute you. Nolin in day work. You're always there. Thank you for being there. Thank you for coming. They were Kuku. Thank you and every other person out there online watching from anywhere. I greet you, both those that are in comment section and non in comment section. Special greetings and the love and respect to you all. Ndewo ụmụ Chineke ndị ọ ga-adịrị mma. Ụmụ ala nkwa, ụmụ ala nkwa, ụmụ ala nkwa, ụmụ ala nkwa, ụmụ Chukwu gọziri agọzi. Like I said and like I will always say, the only truth, the only thing that we owe the world is the truth, nothing more, nothing less. That is the only thing we owe everybody. The truth. Mazena and the Gano say, with the truth, we will destroy the enemy. And when you look, you see that the truth have destroyed the enemies. That is why they no fit do anything. They no get anything again to do. They no get anything to say. And that is why they have succeeded in locking people up into believing that they are fighting to release Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. They are fighting to release Nnamdi Kanu today. And people that buy, and people that buy, and they say to other people even, I wonder what you see inside that. Market, they inside. So if you want buy something where market dey. The thing be say, the market where they be say, you need your freedom. Anything wey you dey do for this life, na freedom you need and na freedom you deserve. That is just the simple truth. So this wonderful evening, I greet us. We go scatter the broadcast as we scatter. We go see so many things. We go enter into so many things. You get one video where Tinubu talk say there is nothing he could do. I don't dey try see that video since I no see where I keep am again. But notwithstanding, why e be say I go like make we see some things and make we talk some things this evening. Why e be say Tinubu wey lead protest, Tinubu wey lead protest during the time of Jonathan. He lead protest against Jonathan. He lead protest stand. Today, the same Tinubu dey talk say no need for protest. You understand? No need for protest. You see this life, when people dey the plot evil. You see, if you listen to our PM today on the space, you go understand wetin me I dey tell you now. That one thing I want you to understand be say, if you like, accept to say you be Igbo. If you like, accept to say you be Biafra. If you like, no accept. But the thing is that e no dey important. The only important thing be say when they want to treat you, they go treat you like Igbo. They know you to be Igbo. If you listen, I think I go find that our PM no a long, we no go fit listen to all of them finish. The truth is that you no get choice. The only choice you get na to fight for your freedom. And that is why we are all here. You see the video leakage wey wetin be name minister for is it minister for what I've forgotten his name again, begging people to stop terrorists for him. And you think you have a country when we tell you say Nigeria no be your country. Nigeria no be your country. People dey every day say na Simon Ekpa sit at home be their problem. I wonder how Simon Ekpa sit at home is their problem. When every day you see people, do I start sharing videos and proves that people die on daily basis in the north? People are being kidnapped or kidnapped in numbers. People are being massacred. Homes are being wrecked, destroyed, set ablaze, set on fire, break down, destroyed by some people that are called headers. And they go tell you say na farmers headers clash, farmers headers crisis, farmer headers what again, the landscaping or landsliding or air or climate changing. No name where they never give them. But the truth is this: what is the real problem? Wetin be the truth behind the problem wey dey happen? If you have, how can you from Sahel come Nigeria, come dey fight people wey get the land, dey destroy their farms, and somebody say na farmer headers crisis and dey laugh over it, and the you wey come from far away land come dey fight to take over lands, come dey fight to destroy people, take their lands, take their properties, take their homes, take everything, and you send them away. Nobody wants you anywhere, but the irony be say the people wey they no want no gree say they no want them. And until the day we begin to understand say nobody want us, na only you go want yourself, na only you go need yourself, na only you go desire yourself. Until then, nothing. Enwere ihe na-emenwe isi. Onwere ihe na-emenwe isi. You must begin to learn to defend yourself, to fight for yourself, to love yourself, to understand that nobody will ever love you better than you do love yourself. Nobody. UN or US or America or Britain or British, you. Nobody. Nobody. So no matter what they do, no matter how they do, I want to tell you the truth is that no mepantancy, no hope. Today you see Dangote trying to buy over Nigeria. What do you think say Dangote they do? Dangote want to take over Nigeria.
I greet you anywhere you the
Now
world
this
from.
be that they look for, but they never reach.
The president,
Now this be that they look for. Thank God I find them. Okay, now Dangote trying to take over Nigeria as per se na im business. They tell you say Dangote na the richest man. Wetin make am richest man? Now they have signed wetin you call am 70,000 minimum wage for people. 70,000 minimum wage for people. And I want you to remember that this 70,000, you no go pay house rent. This same 70,000, you no go pay your house rent, you no go pay your transport, you no go fit do anything for you. 70,000, you no go fit save you for anything for anywhere. You know, say we too dey forget. You don't forget that soldier wey come out come dey cry say dey pay am 50,000, e wan go home, im money no reach because transport going and coming is only but 70,000. Now if dey pay you 70,000, how you wan do am? If dey pay you 70,000 only transport, what of okada wey you go pay for? What of the okada wey you go enter? You no go buy something for your family. You go just carry your salary go see your family, look them like moo. If you don look them finish, you come back. You just go there, you sit down, you look them moo. When you look them finish, you go enter motor again, they go back. That is Nigeria for you. And these are the same soldiers wey dey come our land. These same people wey know say they no eat, they no fit eat, they no get anything. And when you fight for better Nigeria, they tell you say you dey commit evil.
Will not lie, it has really helped.
When you fight against what is going on in Nigeria, they say you dey commit evil. Peter Obi dey there, dey cause himself a problem here and there. But the people wey dey call Peter Obi say na him do this, na him do that, I just dey come, we go enter all these discussions, we go discuss all of them. I wan tell some people that una loga or una laga, I want you to understand that what he is doing is because Peter Obi is a Biafran man, not because Peter Obi is a presidential candidate. No, Peter Obi, not because Peter Obi is anything. No, but Peter Obi is a Biafran man. When they hate you with passion. Now, wetin people know they understand. Now,
Hello.
wetin people know they understand, and I be that. So he do that thing wey he do, not be because of Peter Obi, but because of Biafrans. He wan do am against Biafrans. So I welcome every one of us once again as we continue to move. Today, we begin. If you look, that they enter Biafra land, mm, mm, mm. And something wey dey important wey anybody suppose dey ask be say, wetin dey enter come do for Biafra land? Those wey enter, where are they? Have they been able to go back? They don't go back. That is the question. If they have not been able to go back, why are you coming? Why you no run away? At least if na Nigeria you run enter, if na Ghana you run enter, if na Cameroon you run enter, but you foolishly come to die in Biafra land. If you follow our Prime Minister for Twitter handle today, you go see some footages. The testing of Ogbunigbe is going on very well, and they are using something to test them. You understand? Now that their trucks, their armor tanks, robot tankers, they carry the come. Now them they test and it they work. All the tankers where they load go Biafra land, which where they where the old ones when they carry new one come. Just yesterday, I show us some videos where they go bomb people house. Just yesterday, I show us some videos where they go bomb people house. Now, I want us to really ask ourselves this question: Wetin Britain they fear? Britain, wetin be their fear? You think say they know they fear? Once Biafra get liberated, Britain will be sued for the arrow ha committed in Biafra, for the arrow that they committed in Biafra. They are scared. They believe that Biafra is coming for pound of flesh. But the thing is, say, Biafra no even get time. Waiting Biafra want na freedom to forge ahead, to live their new life. So if Britain is scared, say Biafra they come because of the genocide, they go, we no get that time. Because Britain now, the war where they get for their house past the war where would they fight. That's just the simple truth. When you look at Britain, you go ask yourself, see as those Arabo they take over Britain now. They see how the Arabos they take over Britain now. As me and you they here, you see what they do? They do pass everybody. They do pass people who own the land. Arabo for Britain. No surprise. Now for the same Britain, oh listen, this same Britain, when you come out on the street to preach the gospel, Bible with Bible, police go arrest you. But for the same Britain, you go see the people wey dem knack head for ground come block road dey pray, police go guide them and protect them. Wetin dey come, you see wetin dey come, they no go fit carry am when e go come. I tell you, they no go fit carry wetin dey come upon them. So the thing wey dey their head pass the one wey we wan give them. So we no wan finish them, make we just leave them. If we get our freedom, we build our land. Our ancestors have paid the price. They paid the highest, the ultimate price, and we are grateful that they did, and we have taken that. So we no get time to go there look for people where though we will not say they no get strength. Because when this Biafra finally get realized, actualized, many countries where it is say they be power, they go depend on you where be Biafra. They will depend on you because you will not go and die in the desert again. You see the people walking in the desert, you see that footage where somebody they bury his sister being girlfriend. Now so it happens. Some people say they go just fall like this. Nothing go touch them, nobody go bury them. They go dry. They go dry for there. So when Biafra comes, nobody will be buried in the desert. Nobody will die in desert. Nobody is going to cross the Mediterranean Sea to die. Nobody is going to cross the desert to die there. Nobody is going to go to what do you call it, Equatorial Guinea through with leg. Nobody go Libya from Nigeria on foot and die on the way. Morocco. Do you know that people go to Morocco with their legs? Do you know? So Britain being scared of waiting they come, na joke. They joke. Make they no run. Make they no run speed. The people will go fight them. Na the dogs and lions when they carry feed with the feeding bottle. Like this, they carry them. They beat them. Those puppies where they carry the feed with the bottle yesterday, today, they don't grow giant. You know, say lions when people call pet and they eat them alive. Those where they carry snake put for house saying that they be their pet. Finally, snake they eat them. Even those where carry chimpanzees or baboons who put for their house saying that their pet, now they kill them. Now, what did that happen to them now? In case you don't know, make you understand. So now I want to ask a question. Why be say people think say Nigeria problem na hunger? Why are people believing or thinking that the problem, Nigeria problem is hunger? Is it hunger What is the problem of Nigeria? Wetin be the Nigerian problem? That is the question. What is the problem? Is it the minimum wage of 70,000 naira that is the problem? Why can't you see food to buy? And they are telling you they want to slash down the prices. um what do you call, they want to cut their salary and give to people to buy food. If they give you their salary today, will they give you their salary tomorrow? If they give you their salary today, will they give you tomorrow? Will they give you next tomorrow? When? And are they going to continue giving you salaries? Are you going to be living or dependent on their salaries every day? Now, all these things you suppose ask yourself. Now, all these things you suppose to ask. And the people they believe that their problem, they made some people to believe that their problem is what their problem is not. And they believed. And they are fighting their savior that is to save them, leaving their enemies that have come to destroy them. That is the system, Nigeria system for you, because they know how to make sure they destroy you by making you to fight your savior, by making sure you fight your savior.
East, the military contends with similar threats from separate continue to surrender its airways.
About him. We can't allow him.
This is not the video I'm looking for, though it may help us soon, but no, that's not the video we are looking for. We are coming. We'll find the video and we will show you. I want everybody to understand the waiting they go on. Waiting they go on today. Not just waiting they call Takia. Funani, waiting Funani they call Abi, outside they call Takia. Now they use, they deceive people. They will make you feel that this is your problem, that this is your problem, and you believe. When they succeed in deceiving you, you go there fight shadow, and from behind they go destroy you. That be the problem of people today. That be the problem of people. Now I want you to see this video.
Hassan Yabani, new Commissioner of Police, Benue State Command, received at the Government House by the Chief Security Officer of the state, Governor Hyacinth Alia.
By my tradition, I'm not an armchair police commissioner. I like going out and see things by myself. And this I did while I was in Plateau, and I want to replicate it here. I have come this afternoon to pay respect to His Excellency, to assure His Excellency that I'm in Benue State.
This is the season when our farmers do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen.
Are you listening? This is the season where when our farmers are ready to do what they know how to do best, but unfortunately, the number of unknown gunmen have occupied their places of farm. Did I get a message? Unknown gunmen have taken over the land, so there is no place to farm. You get the message? And somebody is telling you that it is minimum wage. Somebody is telling you that we will cut our salary and they give you. Who they deceive who? Why is it that nobody they discuss for that Senate how to tackle this thing now where you call farmer headers crisis. Why you know they discuss am? Why you know they discuss say make those Fulani headers wey don occupy people's farms, houses, communities, make dem comot there. Go there with soldiers, chase them away. You no go do am. You leave them there. You come dey treat hunger. Make I ask you question. Person wey get cancer, you give am paracetamol, e go solve the problem. Person wey no get food for house, e no get job, e no get money, and you get job to give am so that him go dey work dey get money, you no gree give am. You give am only small food make e eat. Im problem don solve? No, im problem never solve. Im problem still dey for where e dey. Na wetin people no dey understand be that. Na wetin Nigeria dey do be this. They go make you believe that they are working with you. Na lie. Na lie. Nigeria na the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. Now wetin they do people. The more you look, the less you see. Now Nigeria for you be that one. No wonder. Receives the notification. No wonder I don't see anybody come. I don't know why. Sometimes they could just block my notification. Sometimes they could just block the notification. They just block them. I say, make I enter YouTube now. I don't see my notification. It is well. If you are here, just try and like the video for me. I beg you. Just try and like the video. So, wetin I dey tell you? The problem be the Nigerian problem. Those going to protest today are fools. Make I tell you the truth. They are only foolish people that are going to engage in protest. What are you going to protest for? What are you protesting for? You are protesting for hardship. What is the cause of the hardship? Wetin be the cause of the hardship? You don't want to address that. You are addressing hardship. If you refuse to address hardship, if you refuse to address the cause of hardship, the hardship will be there. Like it or leave it, the hardship will remain there. So you heard the governor, Benue State governor, tell you that the time for the season, this is season for farming, but unfortunately, the unknown gunmen have taken over the land. They cannot farm. Now, ask who are these unknown gunmen? Are there Simon Ekpa boys, as they claim that the Simon Ekpa boys are the reason why there is insecurity in Nigeria? Are there Simon Ekpa boys? Who are these unknown gunmen? Listen to him again.
Armies do what they know how to do best. This is again is the season when our families do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen because they come in to land grab and then to maim and to kill. And for some reason, no one.
You hear him? He said because the lands has been land grabbed, because they came into men to destroy and to kill. Land grab, kill, destroy. And somebody is coming to tell you that he will cut his salary and your problem will be solved. Be deceiving yourself now. Be deceiving yourself. Deceive yourself. Believe. Listen.
One has been able to make a hold of them. So with very good policing by your ranks, there will be something new in town. That renewed hope that will continue to keep us alive and keep democracy alive.
A familiar terrain for the new commissioner who lived and served in the state and is therefore conversant with its challenges.
I'm not in a new, I'm in a familiar terrain. I've been born here in Benue State. And I served here. My father was a police officer. I was born in a Wadata police barrack.
According to him, crime mapping in the state will be introduced to help recognize flashpoints.
As I've arrived here too, I've decided to do what they call crime mapping of the Makurdi metropolis. And I want to replicate what we did in Jos. And we are ready to do that within the shortest possible time.
He therefore wants all criminal elements to relocate immediately or become responsible residents, otherwise get ready to face the full wrath of the law.
And I want to use this opportunity to warn all the criminal elements that are in Benue State to either relocate, repent, or relocate to neighboring state, whichever place they want to relocate. That is their business. Because Benue State, since as an indigene, I know that Benue State is the food basket of the nation, and it must be restored to its own glory.
Dofan Aga, AIT News, Makurdi.
You heard this one? The one where police is the talk is not important. This video is about 2-3 months ago, but today, number of people are still being removed from unlived from Benue. And if you want, I can still show you more videos. The Boku, but it surprised me that till now people no dey understand wetin dey happen. People still dey believe in the lies wey these people dey tell them, that they go share this one, they go do this. The problem is that some people have taken over the land, and they have taken over the land that nobody is telling them to vacate the land that is not their own. Instead, you are coming to Biafra land to fight people that have nothing to do with your land. Biafran people have not taken over anybody's land. Biafran people are not chasing anybody out of their land. Biafran people are not land grabbing anybody's land. Listen, I no understand wetin be the problem. Benue State that's supposed to be full basket of the nation is now where the whole people that are supposed to be farming are either dead or they are in IDP camp. Those that have escaped death are in IDP camp. And somebody is there telling you that the problem is not the Fulanese, but the problem are Biafrans in their Biafran land, though. But Fulanese from Sahel all over the world gathered in Nigeria, doing what they call land grabbing, doing what they call ethnic cleansing, doing what they call farmer headers crisis, and then nobody is talking about them. Instead, they are telling you that your problem is sit at home. Sit at home is the reason why they have not overtaken our land. Sit at home is the reason why they have not been able to come to our place and they take over. Sit at home is the reason why today, even in Biafra land, you go see, say, in Biafra land, people that farm, they get there. Despite what Peter Mba is doing in Enugu, people farm and they still go to farm, they go sow and they go reap. There is still sowing and the reaping going on in Biafra land, not like in the middle belt where you will sow at the time of harvest. They go carry their cow, can't destroy what you sow after waiting for 1 year. People know they understand, and yet they go come tell you some people some fools are warming up to go for protest, but are not warming up to sit at home because they believe that sit at home is their enemy. And they go sit down, they narrate, they analyze, they tell you how Mandela brought freedom, how Gandhi brought freedom, but they will not tell you what Gandhi and Mandela did, and what sacrifices the people of South Africa and India made. They're not going to want to talk about. They only want to tell you about the good already made. That is what they are good at. Telling you already made, showing you already made picture, but they don't want to do them. Who go do them for you? If you refuse to do it, who go do them? Everybody get a role, a part to play. But when you refuse to play your part, every other person play their part. Your part go remain open. Your part go remain unfulfilled. And from that your part, the enemy go fit enter. And when the enemy enter from your part, e no go good. E no go good. E no go good. E no go better. The people that are fighting for what do I want to do? I want to begin to tell you about insecurity and all this now. No, I no go tell you. Now I want you to see this as well. See this video.
Insecurity remains the biggest setback in the country today, and just like kidnapping and insurgency, banditry in Nigeria's north is one of the many security challenges the country battles to contain. The police in Zamfara State recently recovered a rocket launcher and 14 motorcycles belonging to bandits terrorizing communities bordering Katsina State. The motorcycles were recovered when the bandits, numbering about 100, blocked the Safe Futua Road along Gidangaye village with intent to rob and kidnap in.
This is the effect of the amount of proliferation of small arms and light weapons we're suffering from at the moment. It's telling you how sophisticated the criminals are getting. Of course, they
did, which he criticized as well.
It's a common,
wonderful
statement he has made.
This is not even the video I'm looking for.
Comes to the house.
I want to show you. Let me be sure.
Eat them. So when you have the hen, the mother of the chicks now, that cat at loggerheads, you drive the cat away first, and then discuss with the hen, and then later you call the cat, say, "Come, boy, take it easy now. You are eating this woman's children, and you expect her to keep quiet." What are we talking about? Is this the time we begin to quote logics? Is that what we need now across the country? Some persons are taking it upon themselves now. Iboho has taken it upon himself to protect his people. Today now we heard that his account has been frozen.
Right.
Because he demanded that some persons should raise money for him to buy buses to be able to move his people around to support security. My dear, is it not getting out of hand? Where individuals are taking it upon themselves to want to protect themselves or protect their people. Is it not getting out of hands? When on daily basis, what you heard again this morning from Kaduna State, about 23 persons have been killed. How do you feel every day when you wake up, you come to the studio, you are discussing terrorism? There's no day where you don't see a gruesome video how people are being killed by terrorists and bandits.
Constitutionally, the primary purpose of governance is the protection of lives and property. Now the president has given marching orders to security chiefs to quash and insecurity, insurgency, and all of that in the country. How do we perhaps build on what you are saying the governors are doing, some of the Northwest governors are doing, to ensure we see an end, if possible, to all of this crisis?
Wonderful thing Mr. President has done. Wonderful thing, wonderful statement he has made. How many times has he made these statements? Mr. President himself is coming from the security circle. Don't forget, he's a soldier, he's a general.
A former federal lawmaker, Senator Shehu Sani, on Thursday tweeted that terrorists had blocked the Abuja-Kaduna highway.
I want you to listen to this video now. Listen.
In my state, as you know very well, bandits have virtually blocked all access to the state. Not physical blocking, but you can't move to the state either by plane or by train or by road without the fear of getting into the hands of bandits. And unfortunately, if you divide the state into two or three, northern and southern Kaduna, in southern part of Kaduna, they are engaged in acts of mass killings and burning down of houses and also exterminating people and driving them away from their ancestral land. In northern part of Kaduna, they are kidnapping, killing people, at the same time, also making life unbearable for thousands of others. Now, it's not just that. They have even moved to the city. Just yesterday, they went to the city, kidnapped people in the night and took them away. Sometimes the hostages are taken as far as Zamfara State. Now, people should ask questions. Where is our intelligence agencies? Where is security agencies? Where is the government in all this?
No, they are in Biafra land because their problem is Biafra. You heard what Hausa or Funane man is telling you now. Ask yourself, is the problem of these people Biafra? Is their problem the Biafran army? Why are they in Biafra land? And they are not fighting the insurgent, but they are fighting the Biafran army. You don't imagine, you don't ask yourself these questions. Listen.
Kind of things. My point is very clear. If the government and security agencies cannot protect our people, it is high time, officially, government gives people the rights to own the equivalent of the weapons which are being used by these terrorists. And let's see who owns this country and who owns this land. We can't continue to be sitting ducks and living at the mercy of bandits who are killing people. And unfortunately, these bandits don't operate in a group of 1 or 2. They operate in a group of 100, 200, 300, sometimes up to 500. How can a nation that has been spending hundreds of billions of naira, hundreds of millions of dollars in defense and security, cannot track down and hack down these terrorists? This is a government that has made promises of restoring order, peace, and security in this country. For 7 years now, people are living in fear. So I believe that if there is anything we have to do now. If this government will leave any legacy worthy of being remembered, is leave this country a safer place than it has inherited it. For now, our people are living in terror, and people are living at the mercy of bandits, and something needs to be done now, immediately, and at this time.
Well, Senator, I'd like to ask you about the exchange on Twitter, if you could throw more light on that. And I'd also like to ask you about the gesture that the legislature is seeking to take, looking to shut down so they can get a message across, send a message to the president to take responsibility and act. I'd like to ask you what challenges the lawmakers might face if they decide to explore that option, but after, of course, you've done justice to that Twitter exchange.
First of all, I am from Kaduna State. I was born in Kaduna State. It's the only city I know, and I live in Kaduna State. And I represented Kaduna State at the National Assembly. And I am well connected to know and to get some information as far as the activities and the violence being perpetrated by these people is concerned. Not just me. Every citizen in Kaduna State now is conscious and awakened to the activities of these bandits and terrorists. So if I tweeted that bandits have blocked the road and that I advise people to take caution, and then the government now responded that they have bombed them, they have repelled them, and they have cleared the road, then you have an option as a Nigerian either to take my own tweet or to take that of the government and follow the road. The options are before you. Either you take what I said, that you should take caution, or okay, follow the road because they have told you they have bombed them, they have repelled them. Follow the road. There is no any competition in that. It's all about our state. It's about the safety of our people. It is about the situation in which we find ourselves. If you have not forgotten, years ago, when I was in the National Assembly, I consistently stood up on the floor of the Senate and spoke about insecurity and the paralysis of security in Kaduna State. Many of those who are speaking today were criticizing me, were opposing me, were labeling me, were kind of defaming me as someone who is either destroying the image of President Buhari or tarnishing the image of the government or trying to paint northern part of Nigeria in bad light, because in their own image, in their own thinking, the image of the government is more important to them than the corpses of our people that are littering our own villages and our own towns. They have consistently attacked me, they have consistently defamed me for standing up and speaking about insecurity in Kaduna State and other northern part of Nigeria. So today you can see it very well. Before them and before the whole country, what I have said has come to reality. Even those who are defending government, who are defending the inefficiency and failure of security agencies, have come to realization that they were wrong. So as for me, it is about our state, it's about our future, it's about our peace, about our safety. Which is the situation now? Now, what can the government do? The National Assembly can come up with any motion, any resolution, but it makes no effect. Because the buck stops on the table of Mr. President. He is the commander-in-chief. Mistakes were made in the past. You kept service chiefs that have expired, that have exhausted their tenure. You kept on extending them. And over 4.2 trillion was spent in the course of 7 years in the name of defense and security. It has to take the late Chief of Army Staff at Tahiru for him to come publicly and say he has inherited an office and the army and the military does not have any weapon and any funding to fight. So you ask yourself, where is all these billions that we have been investing and spending on security? The question is, how
you dey hear am? You dey hear am?
How can a nation that is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on defense and security, for that country to become, for bandits riding on motorcycles with AK-47 to become so invisible?
Senator Shehu Sani,
when people are kidnapped in northern part of Nigeria.
Senator Sani,
yes.
Please allow me to quickly interrupt you because we're almost out of time. Now, I know you're aspiring to be the governor of Kaduna State under the platform of the PDP. What would you do differently to boost security in Kaduna State if you are elected governor?
Well, I have a master plan to addressing the problem of insecurity in Kaduna State. But whatever I will do is not possible to achieve it without the cooperation, support, and synergy with the neighboring state. Kaduna neighbors Niger, which is another bandit-infested state. Kaduna borders Zamfara. Kaduna borders Katsina State. All these are bandits-infested states. We have to work together. But if I can say categorically, first thing I will do is to make sure that the 23 local governments we have in Kaduna State have drone stations. Drones that can provide intelligence information and launch attack directly on where these bandits are. Secondly, I will organize the locals into a defensive force and give them the necessary finance and equipment to take this war to the camps of these bandits. It's very important we do that. The next thing, the volunteers, the vigilantes that have organized themselves to volunteer to defend their town, defend their ancestral town, must be given the opportunity to do that. Lastly, I will ensure that security votes in my state goes to the existing established, constitutionally recognized defensive and security agencies in the state by providing them the equipment, the vehicles, and the necessary support they need to go after these criminals. If we don't do this, we can't just be making noise. We are tired of people are being kidnapped and the government only does nothing other than talk. Federal government must come to the aid of Kaduna State. We are in deep trouble.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining the program and shedding light on this topic, Senator Shehu.
Now you heard what Shehu is telling you. Initially, he told you also in this video, I don't know if we can go back, but in this same video, this man made it clear that you have to pay tax before you go to farm. I don't know if I can find the
afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. The tarmac, just horrible stories. Can you speak on the state of insecurity in the country and your opinion on how it should be handled?
Thank you for having me once again. Well, first and foremost, My own part of the country, which is the northwestern part of Nigeria, the states of Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, Kaduna, Niger State, and Zamfara, of course, are today under the siege of bandits. Bandits that have been killing people, kidnapping people, extorting ransom, engaging in acts of arson. So far, thousands of villages have been burnt and thousands.
Did you hear it? So far, this is about 2 years ago. Thousands of villages, tell you hundreds, say thousands of houses, thousands of villages has been burnt. Listen.
And Zamfara, of course, are today under the siege of bandits. Bandits that have been killing people, kidnapping people, extorting ransom, engaging in acts of arson. So far, thousands of villages have been burnt and thousands of people have moved away from their ancestral lands to elsewhere as IDPs.
Is it clear? Is this clear?
Now, it doesn't stop there. The bandits or the terrorists have become a state within a state. They are now collecting.
This is where I want you to hear. Exactly. Listen.
To elsewhere as IDPs.
Now.
Now, it doesn't stop there. The bandits or the terrorists have become a state within a state. They are now collecting taxes in some villages and imposing fines, and they even have sometimes a local administration.
Finish, Shikina. If only this one you hear, go digest them. They have now state within state, and they have administrators. They collect taxes, and nobody have addressed this. And nobody has come out to tell you that these things have ended. Rather, what do you see? You see Sharia court. You see Sharia army. You see Sharia police. State within state has been there for more than 20 years. It's only that the thing is now growing, getting more ground, that people are noticing it. This has been there. People have not been noticing it because it has not gained momentum. But now it don't gain grab. Now you have to pay tax to go to farm. You have to pay tax to live in your house. And who are you paying tax to? Terrorists. You pay tax to terrorists. That is the country where people are living what they should be fighting against, and they are fighting hungry. Is hunger the reason why the land is being grabbed? Is hunger the reason why your land is ethnic cleansing is being carried out? These are what people should know before you go to protest. Find out what you want go protest, how you want go protest. Listen to him again. Listen.
The villages have been burnt and thousands of people have moved away from their ancestral lands to elsewhere as IDPs. Now, it doesn't stop there. The bandits or the terrorists have become a state within a state. They are now collecting taxes in some villages and imposing fines, and they even have sometimes a local administration. People live in fear, people live in apprehension. There is virtually a loss of hope on the side of the people as far as the capacity and competence of the government and security agencies to protect them. In my state, as you know very well, bandits have virtually blocked all access to the state. Not physical blocking, but you can't move to the state either by plane or by train or by road without the fear of getting into the hands of bandits. And unfortunately, If you divide the state into 2 or 3, northern and southern Kaduna, in southern part of Kaduna, they are engaged in acts of mass killings and burning down of houses, and also exterminating people and driving them away from their ancestral land. In northern part of Kaduna, they are kidnapping, killing people, at the same time also making life unbearable for thousands of others. Now, it's not just that. They have even moved to the city. Just yesterday, they went to the city, kidnapped people in the night and took them away. Sometimes the hostages are taken as far as Zamfara State.
Very simple. I don't know what somebody still want to hear. We never hear. Now, the question is this. The so-called, what is his name, Peter Mba, that is telling you sit at home is against the law. Sit at home is contraband. Sit at home is sabotage, or what do you call it? I don't know. It's a terrorist act to sit at home. The same Peter Mba in Enugu State, even last weekend, we had series of kidnapping passengers by unknown gunmen close to army checkpoint. Peter Mba never for one day come out, come dress or come address the situation of this kidnap. No week passes that people are not being kidnapped. No week. And those people that have been kidnapped, they know they come back unless the person will get money to pay as ransom. Those that don't have money to pay, they don't come back. Are you getting the message? Now, quickly, make we go over to another thing. I want you to understand that Nigeria, that people are protesting. Tinubu tell you, say, no point of protesting, that he don't hear you. Make you go sit down. If you come out, wetin go happen to you? Only God know. Listen to this.
I greet you anywhere you that watch from. Don't come out. In say Nigeria problem no worse past Venezuela own. Now, Venezuela na place where corruption dey. Make I read small thing for you about Venezuela. Venezuela na a place where currently, okay, make I read them in English. I know Venezuela is currently facing challenges such as political corruption, persistent scarcities of food, and the medicine shutdown of businesses, high unemployment, persistent scarcity of food. Persistence, not just scarcity of food. Now, persistent scarcity of food. 1. 2. Persistent scarcity of medicine. 3. Persistent shutdown of businesses. 4. Persistent high unemployment rate, decrease the productivity, persistent violations of human rights, severe economic mismanagement, and the heavy reliance on oil. It tell you anything? The same thing when Nigeria they do now, Venezuela they do. All of which have exacerbated the crisis. There has been a notable increase in abduction cases and various other crimes in the Federal Capital Territory and other regions of Nigeria recently. Additionally, prices of foodstuff have been rising, making it challenging for the majority of Nigerians to afford. Now, when you can compare Nigeria with Venezuela, you see what they get. The president no even come they tell you. No, now listen to this. Listen to this clip first of all. Just listen.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Ouch him. Now, you see what you would talk. Na country be this. Now, you see what they go do for Biafra land. These people prefer to use their money against the human beings instead for human beings. They tell you say no war, but they carry out war mission for Biafra land on daily basis. Who you the fight? You carry fighter jet more than 15 or 20 armor tanks to Biafra land. They terrorize human beings. People don't gag, they don't gag people like this. In case you never understand what thing they go on, these things where you see where they happen, solution no day. No solution. The only solution where they now for you to exit, for you make you come out, for you make you separate yourself. If you no separate yourself, this thing go by you. Imagine waiting the whole somebody, even if no being be the president, somebody there tell you as somebody from government. They compare you with Venezuela. Let me tell you, Venezuela even they better pass Nigeria. Now, current situation, because everything, you know why Venezuela they better? Terrorists know they for Venezuela. Terrorists know they kidnap people, they collect ransom. Terrorists know they abduct people. In Venezuela, they know they harvest organs. At least the law still they exist. Say if you go there, you be terrorist, they go fight you. Forget say insecurity day, this and that. But Venezuela, it better pass Nigeria. It's a wrong idea to qualify Venezuela or to liken Venezuela to Nigeria. This is 3, all of which have capital territory. It shall with Venezuela. You see what you listen.
There were other ways.
Listen to this clip first of all. Just listen.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Ouch him. The president no even come they tell you. No.
Now you hear him. President of your country, the people will believe that they are Nigerians. Their president have made it clear to them that there is no way out. That means na inside this thing, now you go finish. People don't understand what is going on. Some people are still seeing this as a joke. You because your business they blossom now, they boom, you dey enjoy amabi. Tomorrow that your business go crumble because everything na strategy to destroy your business, to cripple your business, to make you needless, hopeless. Remember within the Shetima tell that Kunle, he said that they will frustrate you, they will crumple your business, they will make you needless, they will make you helpless, they will make you as useless as nothing in that Nigeria. They talk you hear them, and people are not seeing what is happening now as a planned strategy to frustrate you. You know, see them. You know they see them. Now they are telling you they want to go on protest, Abi. They want to go on protest. But before they go on protest, I want you to see this. Listen to this.
I first of all want to align myself with the previous speakers. And also, Mr. Speaker, I want to make a passionate appeal to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We all believe that he has a very good plan for this country. His policies is a long-term plan for this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we need a very short-term plan, considering the emergency situation we're in. We are not praying, Mr. Speaker, if we allow this protest to take place or escalate, Mr. Speaker, we don't know where it stops. Mr. Speaker, just now we cut our salaries. Mr. Speaker, I want to appeal to executive to do so, from Mr. President to Vice President to ministers to chief executive officers of MDS and parastatals. Let's all of us cut our salaries, put the money in government copper, provide short-term solutions to this problem, Mr. Speaker. People are hungry outside, Mr. Speaker. Even if it warrants to slash the cost of petroleum, revert back the hike of electricity, Mr. Speaker. Provide food, Mr. Speaker, for the people. If we can be able to provide this short-term plans, Mr. Speaker, I believe these young Nigerians will be ready to surrender and decline this planned protest, Mr. Speaker. This is my point, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Now, you don't ask yourself, if they cut this money where they say they want cut, listen, make I tell you the truth. Even if they say they no one collect salary at all again, it will not solve the problem. Do you know why? I want to bring you back to this video again. Listen to this video again. Because our problem is say we know they regard or remember or carry something where we see yesterday come from. We do the forget. Remember, the problem of Nigeria, number one, they say their economy don't dry, nothing there inside again. Their economy don't, nothing there. That is why Nigeria went to borrow money without looking into the paper, the agreement. They know say now money, they need money to borrow to fight Biafra. They are looking for every means to get money to fight against Biafra. The only way that they take before they go buy arms to come and fight Biafra, Biafra don't block them. By the time Biafra get declared, redeclared, everything go block. I go know where they get that money to the fight against Biafra. Since they have refused to fight the terrorists, they are coming to fight security, people that are securing their land against the same terrorists they have refused to fight. Listen again, listen. Because he said now that when they bring for fools that believe that food is their problem, when they share the one bag of Indomie, they go fools everywhere. Very lazy people, unreasoning people. That is why Buhari said that they are lazy Nigerians. And they say, don't insult us, but not true. You are very lazy in thinking. You Nigerians are very lazy in thinking. You do not think. Listen to this video.
This again is the season when our farmers do what they know how to do best.
That this is a season when our farmers know how to do what they know. This is the time their farmers know do what they know how to do best. But listen, but
unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen.
Number of the areas that they used to farm. Remember, this is Benue State, the food basket of the nation. This is the place they produce their potato. Listen, the places they are attacking and they have taken over are the places where they farm and produce crops and food for you. Jos, Plateau, Benue, they have taken over all these places. All the places they farm, that place where they buy yam, rice, carry come, they don't finish them. Tomato, they don't finish them. They have taken over. The people in the area has been sent into IDP camp. Listen to the Benue State governor. Listen to him. Listen. I'm not going to interrupt them again. I want to make it start from beginning. Listen.
This is the season when our families do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen because they come in to land grab and then to maim and to kill. And for some reason, no one has been able to make a hold of them. So with very good policing by your ranks, there will be something new in town, that renewed hope that will continue to keep us alive and keep democracy alive.
You get the message, or you want to make a renew? He say the team be say they don't grab those where they grab land, don't grab the land. The unknown government, not only that they have murdered the people, not only that they have burned down their houses, but not only that they have sent them to IDP camp, but that they have taken over the land. So I want to ask you a question. If they begin they share you one bag of rice every month, for how long they go give you the bag of rice, make it do for you? How long? You go share this, you go give on this, you go clap for them, they are doing well. No, he call them unknown, now waiting in call them, but me, I don't tell you say that na terrorists they be. They not be unknown comment. Now terrorists, we know them. They are terrorists. We know who they are. They are Fulani headers, Fulani bandits, Fulani terrorists. We know them. We know who they are. And upon all this, Buhari said, Tinubu told you there is nothing he can do about the situation. If you like, he go have or come down. There is nothing he can do. Now so he tell you, and now so it be. Na so he tell you, na so he be. Make we hear this.
In the northeast region of the country, it was a dark Saturday last month. I think it was June the 29th, when some suicide bombers attacked Goza local government area in Borno State, killing about 18 people and several people too were injured. About a month down the line, leaders in that community are rallying support for the people, those who are directly involved in the attack, in a situation that has become more or less a shocker to a lot of people, because that was an incident that was that happened after months of similar occurrence in that region. Don't forget that Borno State has been hard hit by activities of Boko Haram insurgents. They have rampaged the northeastern region states of Yobe, Adamawa, and Borno State. The senator representing that area is Senator Ali Ndume, a former chief whip of the Senate, and is live with us from our Maiduguri studio. Thank you so much, Senator, for joining us tonight. Our heart goes to the victims and, of course, the families of those who lost their loved ones in that attack, and the people of Goza. Thank you so much indeed. Let's begin with what we saw yesterday, day before yesterday, in the effort in rallying support for the people of Goza. How is Goza today?
Well, Alhamdulillah, Shem, welcome back you too, because it has been a while. I just came back from Goza yesterday, Sunday, spent 2 nights there. I went there purposely to condole our people after the 29th June incidents where multiple bombs exploded and killed over 32, or exactly 32 people, and injured about 85 people. So we went there to condole the people. But what I'm happy with is the resilience of the people. Because as we are going back, we got into Goza after 2 o'clock or around 2 o'clock, and people were busy on their farmlands. The military are there, they are picketing and giving them confidence and support. So Alhamdulillah, life is picking up in our place, and we are hoping that if the rainy season comes down well, our people will get out of this problem. Normally we are subsistent farming people, and we are praying to Almighty.
Now, I want to ask a question. The farmers, they farm. How many farmers, soldiers, the guy, they made they do their farm? You see, when you think you know how to deceive people, what stops you from going to fight those people when you know where they dey? You know where they stay. You know where they camp. Wetin dey stop you from going there and attacking them? Anyway, I just want you to, there's one statement he made here that I want us to hear. That is what we are interested.
Give us a bumper harvest during this rainy season. And so far, so good.
Give us an understanding. It's been a while that we saw this kind of thing in Goza. And a lot of people say, God forbid, any kind of situation like these. I mean, as a leader in that area, have you been able to learn anything? What could have been a major cause of these suicide attack? There's a major one, at least that we have experienced in that area in months.
Well, let me say that we have learned our lesson. What has happened is destined to happen, but it was, I think, because of our overconfidence that virtually this incident of especially EID blowing up has come to an end. And the insurgents or the terrorists took advantage of that people are relaxed. Otherwise, in those days, our people go through screening by the military when they are going to their farms in the morning and when they are coming back. And that one was relaxed because we thought that everything is fine. Suddenly we had this shock. But fortunately, as I said, the military intervened quickly and swiftly, and that also reduced the level of casualty. As you can see, the last suicide bomber was arrested, and when she was about to be arrested, she detonated the bomb and killed one civilian JTF, and even a soldier lost his life. So our people are more vigilant now. As I told you, I spent 2 nights. The people are so vigilant. There is a curfew for now. That is what they are doing. And also, they have reintroduced some measures of having identity when you go out to your farm. The security do their check-ins in the morning before 8 o'clock. You line up and you get your token, go to your farm. When you are coming back at 5:30 or from 5 o'clock, you surrender the token at the checkpoint. And that is a very good measure. And the military are doing patrol in the night to ensure that no strangers is knocking around. I can tell you that just as like we are in Maiduguri here, if you are outside, you hear about Maiduguri, you think it's a hell. But inside Maiduguri, I'm just coming from my house to your studio, which is about, I think, 4 or 5 kilometers away. Maiduguri, inside Maiduguri is, I can say, is safer than Abuja. I said it before. And now Goza too is very safe, and my concern was with their level of confidence, whether they are demoralized. But they still go back to their farmlands. Fortunately, one of your reporters was with us, the Ogara. He saw everything himself and he was amazed. He slept in my house.
Senator, let me ask you quickly. These suicide bombers, when you were speaking with your people in Goza, are these some of them, are they, because they probably have seen them for the eyewitnesses who experienced the situation. Are they locals? Are they people that they know? Who are these people?
I'm not
From
hearing
what you are
you
being
that
told,
well. Can you...
do we know anything about them?
Banajish.
All right. So I'm asking, these suicide bombers, these people who strap themselves with these IEDs, are they people that are identifiable by the community people? Are they locals? Are they members of the community? Or who exactly are they?
Well, let me tell you, as at yesterday, before I came, I had a meeting with the GOs and the brigade commander. They are still doing their investigation. But one thing we are sure, and I interacted with the women and the remains of the suicide bombers. Their faces doesn't look at all like people from Goza. And be rest assured, somebody would have identified them. So these are people that were brought in because the women plaited their hair and their hands, they have this nalle, or they call it, because they were convinced or indoctrinated to believe that once they could detonate the bomb, they are going to heaven straight. The first one was with her daughter. She was holding the hand of her daughter, and people who thought they were beggars. So
now, when they kidnap you, they go use you. When they you see why they are good in kidnapping those little children. Now you don't understand why. Because you get that thing where they talk, say, catch them young. When they kidnap the little children, and when they kidnap women and the children, they go plant bomb for their body. They go tell them, say, you no get choice. Are you getting the message? Very clear. Blow and go to heaven. Like it or leave it. Listen, Nigeria have no place for you. And then people are still crying, begging for 70,000 naira minimum wage. I want you to see this video. Wait there. Listen, you know, say many of us go, don't forget that. Listen to this.
Wow. Nigeria may give me pass as I do 1 year for my duty today. Now they give me pass, make I go and go see my family. My way to as I come up for bush now I reach park. They tell me say from here to my town 35,000. Now I come calculate 35,000 going and come back, that is 70,000. And 50,000 now my salary where they pay me for this month. But me I not give option again. No. I go back to bush.
You hear them? For those that are jubilating, those lazy OP that are jubilating, they have increased your salary from 20,000 to 70,000. You be mumu. You be waiting, mumu. See person where one go home after 1 year inside the bush. You see what he gets? You dey hear am? I no wan dwell on that one. I want to show you something where you go see the people that are enjoying the Nigeria money. You go walk. You hear that music where say, poor man they suffer, baboon they walk, monkey they shop. Nine be Nigeria. What?
Sensitive to be spending 140 million. If I give you 140 million naira cash to take to your senatorial district, won't your people benefit from it?
Let me tell you, Sean. I don't want to go personal now. I don't want to go personal.
I'm not interrupting the video.
That same vehicle that you're talking of, before coming to the National Assembly, I have vehicle that I have bigger than that.
But this is Nigerian money.
Yeah, so
Nigeria does not have money at the moment. So 26 point something inflation rate, with over 34% of Nigerians unemployed.
Are we supposed
with
to,
over 134 million Nigerians multidimensionally poor? Is it sensitive that those who are supposed to represent the people go to Abuja and lavish themselves with luxury vehicle? Is that sensitive, Senator?
Are we supposed to do our oversight function trekking or with Going without vehicles?
Maybe you could have considered more cheaper vehicles to get the job done. Maybe a car. Maybe a sedan.
If I travel to...
Maybe a 25 million naira worth of sedan vehicle might do the job.
If I travel to my constituency with a car now, by the time I go 3-4 times, you know Nigerian roads.
Is that not an indictment on you? Those of...
Are you getting the message? You know Nigeria road. Why are you there as a senator? If you cannot do the road that lead to your papa house, they give you the money, you swallow the money, you go use Nigeria money, buy Highlander, abi Flylander, abi Jetlander, abi Spiderlander. You buy them. The cruise. The money you supposed to use for the road, you squash them, you shop them. Then Nigeria will go and borrow money and buy motor for you. Everything for Nigeria today now to about to borrowing money. Are you hearing them? You see the man I say, look, I can put them for big place where you go they see him face well. See him face as he be. See him. I want to put them make it fine, make it they see him fine face. Very beautiful face, very well. Yeah? Are you seeing it? Now waiting with the talk, nine be that. Now this thing now, nine with the talk. Nigeria borrows money to pay these people as senators. Nigeria borrows money to give them their clothing allowance, their housing allowance, their housemaid allowance, their pet allowance, their newspaper allowance. And when you hear say their house, their pet allowance now almost 500, abi 600,000 naira a month. And somebody that is a teacher, a civil servant, is begging for 70,000 naira a month. When common cat and dog, they get almost 500,000 a month. When to repair car, to fuel car, to maintain car tires is 1,000,000 plus a month. And then, not that they are doing any work for you, they are not doing anything. Ask yourself, what are they really doing there as senators? And yet they are telling you that the money being paid to them is very small.
You who are in power.
What?
Those of you who are leaders in Nigeria today, is that not an indictment? And we have bad roads in the states, in your local government, in the senatorial district. Is that not an indictment on those of you who are in power?
It's a discussion for another day. You see the level of...
But Nigerians suffer for the inefficiency of those who are in power,
let me tell
Senator?
You, if you look at Nigerian roads all over the Federation, that we have a serious problem. Because nothing much has been done in the last few years. Most of our roads, they are terribly bad. In fact, the government cannot even have fund enough to work on those roads.
Are you listening to him? That government will not, it cannot even have enough fund to work on the road, but they have enough fund to go and destroy somebody landmark hotel. You destroy the hotel and then the road, you know, they build them again. You have enough fund to go and buy motor in Japan, new brand motor. You have enough fund to fill your pocket. You have enough fund for your pet allowance, clothing allowance, car allowance, house rent allowance, house maintenance allowance, food allowance, house help allowance. No form of allowance that they have not created. You have enough fund to create and fund a ministry called Madu Ministry. You still have enough fund to invest in Amajiri Children Ministry. There is no form of ministry they have not created. Amajiri children have their own ministry. They have created, and that one no people big start them. Amajiri children fund. I've been a ministry for Amajiri children. I've forgotten how they call the ministry. I wish I can find the video. You will see Amajiri children, and you are there looking at me as if I am your problem. Simon Ekpa as if it's your problem, as if Simon Ekpa is your problem. And they are there making people to believe that their problem is those calling for your own freedom. Amajiri National Commission.
Education-based group has suggested that the newly established National Commission for Almajiri and out-of-school children adopt a specific time frame for its existence. The time-bound approach, they believe, will reinforce the urgency required to address the Almajiri issue and ensure that tangible outcomes are achieved. Helena Samade Akins reports.
Under the Sustainable Development Goal 4, every child has the right to quality education, but this is not the case in Nigeria. A 2018 National Demographic and Health Survey report estimated that Nigeria had about 13.2 million out-of-school children after rising from 10.5 million in 2010. Of this number, 69% were estimated to be from northern Nigeria. It is also estimated that 9.5 million Almajiri resides across the country, with the highest concentration in the north, as revealed by the Universal Basic Education Commission in 2010. Fulfilling its pledge to implement the SDG goals by 2030, former President Muhammadu Buhari, at the tail end of his administration, signed into law the establishment of the National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children. Commending the decision, this group wants the Commission to be focused on achieving results within a time frame.
We also suggest that staff of the Commission should be drawn from existing MDAs and agencies to reduce the running cost of governance and also to ensure effective utilization of funds that should be deployed for the real intervention.
Department of Child Protection under the existing MDAs be removed and be brought under this commission. To see an emergency response plan, being launched by this commission, let's understand exactly the roadmap to how they want to tackle this issue.
The Commission, among other things, will provide multimodal system of education to tackle the menace of literacy, develop skills acquisition and entrepreneurship program, and prevent youth poverty and destitution in Nigeria.
Beyond setting up time frame for its existence, the Commission must ensure it remains focused in delivering real solutions to.
I just want you to see that video. I want you to continue to watch. Go
back into a PPP, a private partnership arrangement where people can invest, toll those roads, and get their money. In return, after it is done.
We'll find out whether or not what you are doing is illegal or what you're doing as a senator or as lawmakers in the eye of the law is right or wrong, or whether or not it's morally justified. But Section 84 of the Nigerian Constitution empowers RAMFAC to mandate or determine the salaries, allowances of public officials, including members of the National Assembly. And this is what RAMFAC, based on the last published figure of the basic salary of a senator, it says that a senator earns 2-point-something million naira. Therefore, with that, a senator should be entitled to about 8.1 million naira worth of vehicle, which is about 400% of your basic salary. That is what the law under RAMFAC says, Senator. And for your colleagues in the lower chamber, their basic salary, a senator should be entitled to about 8.1 million naira basic salary of a senator. It says that a senator earns 2-point-something million naira.
2-point-something million naira. 9 senators they earn. Then the allocation they give them to build your road, to build your hospital, to build your health center, it go swallow all of them. 2 million, no be 200,000. What is he doing for you that he should be earning almost 3 million, 300 million, 3 million naira, I mean to say. Salary, clothing allowance no day. Clothing allowance is almost 500,000. Housing allowance. They have housing allowance, they have house maintenance allowance, they have house help allowance, they have car maintenance allowance, they have newspaper allowance, they have fuel allowance. You want count them? And they are quick to tell you that the 70,000 minimum wage is even better, very good, it's even too much, that Nigeria cannot even afford it. Nigeria have to struggle to pay the 70,000, and the people are happy. I don't blame you. They should be happy because they don't have choice. They don't know how to fight for their right. They will tell you to come to the street and chat, hey, we are hungry. Tinubu, we are hungry. You are not hungry. You need a way out of that thing. Will cover your eyes, cover your brain, cover your mind.
Therefore, with that, a senator should be entitled to about 8.1 million naira worth of vehicle, which is about 400% of your basic salary. That is what the law on the RAMFAC says, Senator. And for your colleagues in the lower chamber, their basic salary as last published was about 1.9 million. And you can draw a car loan to the extent of 7.9 million, but you can't exceed that. That is what the RAMFAC law says. But if you're buying a vehicle of 140 million naira, based on this, it says something is wrong.
I'm not even, don't forget that I'm not, I didn't tell you that I don't even know the figure as I'm talking to you, because it's not my responsibility.
If you're buying a Land Cruiser, we've done our own research, and I've given you a median of what it costs in the market right now. So we heard that the cost that National Assembly is getting is 160 million. But I've taken that figure and put it under the table. I've given you a 140 million. Prado is about 85 to 90 million naira. So let's assume that you're buying it at 140 million, no matter what the case may be. Senator, can you look Nigerians in the eye tonight and say what you are doing is sensible and appeal to the sensibilities of Nigerians who are poor, some of them who cannot even afford a food on their table tonight, some of them will go hungry without being able to provide for their families, some of them who are multidimensionally poor. Dollar to a naira is about 1,250, and we have our lawmakers buying this kind of vehicle. Is that right? Is that justifiable, Senator?
Sean, is it only Nigerian senators and House of Rep members that are using?
What does it make it right if you're not the only one? I mean, and I'm not making any allegations against you, and I'm just saying that if anybody is caught doing something wrong, I'm not the only one doing it. Other people are doing it. Can I
ask you a question, Sion?
Go ahead, please.
Your MD, is it MD or the head of your this thing? Which type of vehicle is he using?
I use an SUV. That's why I told you.
SUV,
it's an SUV. I use a mini SUV based on the status of my role here. And that's why I drew that inference.
Why didn't you buy Nigerian-made vehicle?
I have. My vehicle is produced here in Nigeria.
Which?
I use a GAC that was coupled in Lagos.
Well, how much did you buy?
It's a company. It's an official vehicle.
So, your company chose to buy you
official vehicle as a private organization, but you are a public officer, Senator, and that's why we are asking you tonight. He who comes with equity must come with cleaner. Senator, Nigerians are suffering. There's poverty in the land. Can you, for a moment, even jettison that idea to show Nigerians that you guys are committed to the plight of the poor people, that you cannot run government as usual? You are a member of the APC, a senior member of the APC. Can Nigerians trust the APC and the leaders of today that they really care about the people of this country?
You know, assembly, we talk of the same thing. Maybe as a local manufacturing plant develop, we may choose to patronize.
The GAC, in collaboration with the Lagos State government, just launched 2,000 vehicles. There is Innocent in Anambra State. There's another young man who is producing a vehicle that will be useful. If you say utility vehicle, is another Nigerian, just his name just skipped my mind right now. Not NORD, is a Nigerian young man producing vehicle. And this set of people will look at you, who are supposed to be leaders of Nigeria. How disappointed do you think they would be in you?
We have not. I've just said that in future we would do, and surely as Nigerian manufacturing sector develop.
Senator, you know, a lot of Nigerians may not be happy with you guys right now. Are you aware?
You are seeing a lot of Nigerians. Nigerians are not seeing other people in executive.
Is that the reason? Is that an excuse enough?
Same vehicle.
Is that an excuse
enough?
Why
are you guys picking on Nigerian?
Because you are the representative of the people.
Yeah.
I beg. Shebi, this man get pikin. See as he dey disgrace himself for public. He cannot even stand bold to defend himself because he's a criminal. It is written all over him. Look at him. Guilt is written all over him from head to toe. Even inside that him belly will be like a Mr. Pig. It's written everywhere, overflowing inside his blood. Guilt. You went and do you know how many senators there are? Do you know how many there are? Each get 100 and about 160 million naira vehicle each. And Nigeria is still borrowing money as me and you they are now. They work up, they look for where they want borrow money. Even if it means to borrow money, make their turn to care country, they don't mind, they won't borrow the money. Nigeria want to borrow money. And they are the people that are fighting against my freedom.
You are voted in office to feel the pain of the people.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't look like you guys are feeling it, are you?
We're making a lot of sacrifice. You don't know.
Including buying luxury vehicles.
And despite all these things happening, they borrow money, Pitamba, and the Nigerian army. Nigerian army today is full of little children. They send them to Biafra land. They recruit them. Even the Boko Haram, where they recruit, they know they again. Who are you recruiting now? Little children. You they see them, Abi? Little children. Name them they recruit now. Small picking them. Name them they recruit. And they see what did that happen to them. We no go to show. Go our PM handle now as I they talk to you. You just post one new video. Now. As me and you they here. Go our PM handle. Make you understand what they go on. The people are committing suicide every day. People are committing suicide. People they commit suicide, they die for no reason. Nothing to save them from. Nothing to save them. No situation. Nothing to save them. People could climb bridge, jump, wow, flush for ground, bah, everything goes scatter, they die. Police inspector go hang himself today because of hardship. He reach everywhere. The same police will say he come out to buy you. He dey go hang himself. to tell you that they are serving Nigeria is within the call suffering, suffering and the smiling. Suffering and the smiling. People they are they do anti-hunger protest. Anti-hunger protest. I pity people. I pity people. Come to Biafra land and you will end the Biafra land. That be the only solution. Come to Biafra land, end in Biafra land. Very simple. If you come to Biafra land, now there you go end. You no go pass there. You no go pass am. I found the video I've been looking for tomorrow. By the grace of God, maybe in the morning, I go plan the video. Our Prime Minister interviewed a lawyer, barrister lawyer Jimako. We go see that video tomorrow. I don't see the video. I don't do from before. I will find them. I will plan tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, maybe we will see the video. So Nigeria is busy now as we are talking. The people in their army are little children, underage little children. Underage little children. Now they carry food their army. So I will say thank you. So if you are watching me, I beg you, I beg you, try and like my video for me. Like my video for me. Like this my video for me. May they no block and now may they fit leave this one channel for me. May they leave them at least this one. May they leave them, may they no kill them. I beg you. Just like I go stop this program here as nobody come inside the studio. But I want us to remember, as you the fight, say you are happy with 60,000 naira salary. You watch this on Yami again. Watch him again.
Hello. Nigeria may give me fast as I do 1 year for my duty today. Now they give me power, make I go and go see my family. My way to as I come up for bush now I reach park. They tell me say from here to my town 35,000. Now I come calculate 35,000 going and come back, that is 70,000. And 50,000 when I have my salary where they pay me for this month. But me I not give option again. I go back to bush.
You the rush make you go collect 60, 70,000. You no pay your transport. You no even buy a bag of rice. You no even buy a bag of eba. You no even buy nothing. A bag of rice is about 150,000 or 30,000, and they are paying you 60, 70,000. You did jubilate. And as they are increasing your own to 70, they will be increasing those repentant Boko Haram to maybe 100 because their own they pass your own before. Because they are being placed on allowance. Every month they get their allowance. When you go work your head out to get money, they know they work anything. Remember the video? Who they come in? Who come in? Christian. Okay, now you, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazugo.
You're welcome.
Mazugo,
you're welcome.
Yes, I say make I throw a salute small. You know, say that man when they talk, that senator. So now recent video. Well, it depends. Not too recent.
No, it's a recent video. It's a recent video.
You see, so
because
okay. So the thing is,
what the cheap this year, no? It's just
okay. Okay. So the thing is that you can see from his body language that they don't care, because they know say that the people in the country, Nigerian people, they are defeated already. This is their own assumption. They have already the belief that Nigerians are defeated people. They cannot, they are like a dog that is barking but cannot bite, you know. But when you look at what the Kenyans did, yeah, they went out there and they put everything on the line, like their life depend on it, and truly their life depend on it. So their president in Kenya is on his knee begging. He said, I beg, make una forgive me. That is either una go send me to prison, or una tell me make I resign, or una imprison me, or una forgive me. He gave them about 3 or 4 options. He dey beg them. You see, this is what happens when people stand up and fight. Because if you think that the lawmaker, all these criminal, evil lawmakers, that they will ever surrender this their chop, this their money when they buy houses for their girlfriends all over the world. They do. If you think that they will willingly surrender, you have another thing coming. They will never. So, I mean, come to think of it, you know, Nigeria is the only country where you see people, they will sow yam and they expect to reap cassava. That is Nigeria for you. Then go put yam for ground and turn around, expect to get cassava instead of the yam where they put for ground. How do you fold your hand, close your eye, allow Tinubu, a well-known, internationally well-proven drug baron, a money launderer and certificate forger? Person went tell them saying finish secondary school for Lagos, so and so year, but then check the year when he say go to school, the school not even exist. Tell me anywhere in the world where such person went ahead to become a president. It's nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world. They sweep all of them under the carpet. No, I tell you, not just in Western world, even in Africa. I can't mention any African country as it is now in this time, in this day and age, where a presidential candidate, we tell you that he graduated from school in 1972, and they go and check the history of the school. They discover that the school that year did not even exist, and he went ahead. So in other words, you cannot sow cocoyam and expect to reap cassava, because Tinubu has nothing to offer but to toe the same line of wickedness that Buhari and others has begun. He doesn't. From the video he played before, he said that I wish there's anything I can do, but there's nothing I can do. That the whole world is suffering. Your own cannot be an exception. But he goes ahead. They buy aeroplane, they buy jeep, they buy this, they buy that, and the wives tell Nigerians before they come in that they are rich. Therefore, that they don't need Nigerian money because they are rich. But then they'll enter now, they begin to squander Nigerian money. So they've seen the people finish. They don't see Nigerian people finish. That they have. Look now, for the past 1 month now, then they thought, and then go protest, then go protest. Then go protest, then go. You think that this same evil politician will sit down, fold their hands, and wait for you to start protesting 1st of August? You are wasting your time. They are even ahead of Nigeria. Make them come protest now. Make we Mazugo. Audio go.
Now people will not understand.
But another thing, yeah. And another thing when I know in my heart of heart is that that's Chukwu Okabia one time, you know. Let me tell you that Nigeria has collapsed. Nigeria economy has collapsed. I'm telling you the gospel truth. It completely collapsed. It's finito, finished. It's done. Nigeria is collapsed. And that same prophetic word of Aonye Ndumazi that the North will be taken over. They don't take them now. Boko Haram terrorists don't take over the North. Tony, what him be show whatever. Kaduna, he said they're in charge. They run everywhere there. And no. They can't even. Nigeria don't even fight these Boko Haram. They don't even. No. It's done, my dear brother. But the only solution now, this Biafra, to get out of this this catastrophe that is coming, because Nigeria, there's nothing left, you know. Yeah.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. And then when you hear nothing, you hear nothing. So me, to tell you the truth, and I go me, I want go because it's almost midnight for where I did. So make we hear Tinubu again before we waka go. Hear him.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Ouch! Listen.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Ouch! Listen.
You didn't see the way he tell you, but there is not. To know that you can't do anything. If you want to jump into like go and jump. If you want to commit suicide, go and commit suicide. And that is why every day you see people committing suicide. You see people dying. You see even police inspector today committed suicide. Nigeria police inspector committed suicide. We've seen him shoot himself. We've seen so many of those. When Ami they collect money, we no rich and to feed, not to talk of a family. You see the other army where they live for swamp the other day, they cry. I don't know what people want. And yet, when you see the road to freedom, you are trying to fight against that road to freedom. Allow the people that want to go. Since you want to, you love Nigeria. Remain in Nigeria, no problem. Master Ford, I beg you, just say.
Master, you know what I suspect? Because the problem again is that the people in the zoo, they're not even they use their brain at all to do some, like imaginative calculations. I hear now say Dangote, when we say for ages, has had the monopoly. In fact, these are some of the people that owns that country, and now they are coming to eat the last one remaining. He said he spent about $20 billion to build a refinery. But, my surprise is that I watch so many commentators and the things they are saying, they can't even dig deep to know where this whole thing is coming from. Dangote is not any different from Buhari or Tinubu or Obasanjo. They are all working together to finish.
My brother, listen, let me tell you something. Dangote want to.
I never finish.
Okay, go on. Go on.
So, Dangote, that refinery, I can assure you that refinery is a mambo jumbo refinery when it's unworkable, ineffective refinery, but he's already asking the government, which is NNPC, to come and buy it, that he spent 20 billion, not million, 20 billion US to build. Now, when they take them eventually, that is another way to defraud the country. That money goes, 20 billion is a whole lot of money. And meanwhile, that refinery will be there and begin to rot slowly but surely, because Ajokuta Steel, they spend billions to do it. And I don't go if I go into the story of Ajokuta Steel Company, Itakwe, I worked there back in the days. Now, this refinery, when you see, if they carry that 20 billion now.
Do you know, Ford, do you know that as we speak now, Ajokuta is closed, filled with the grass, but there is location, fund, being set up, the budget, every year budget, there is a budget for Ajokuta. There are cleaners working there, there are gatemen working there, there are directors working there. The place that is rotten, nobody is there yet. There are people claiming money there today as we speak.
Mark my word. You see, this refinery from Dangote, when they don't use them now to defraud the country, 20 billion, money that the country doesn't have, then that one go there. It go after some year, it go begin the rotting. So some part of it, the steel, some of the steel, the steel iron in those places, that go begin the resale, they dismantle, and the nether go just rot in put. So when I look at this, my goodness, sometimes I lack word to describe Nigeria, but it is what it is. So they are all fraud, they are all criminal. Dangote, Tinubu, all of them. My brother, you do well, Jerry.
Okay, now my brother. Okay, now we will say good night from here. My brother Clement, you heard what our Prime Minister said today. So many things has been done for Benue. So the only thing left, according to our Prime Minister today, as he addressed the situation, the question is that let Biafra come. If Biafra come, Benue, like you said, by referendum, may be adopted into Biafra, unless there are groups in Benue today that are going to rise and begin to stand against what is happening. But the thing is that when some rise, some go betray them. That be the problem we will get. Yeah, that is the situation. So that make we first asị na onye kuru nwa ọkụ da onye zọm isi ya la family ya ọzọpụta ọzọmagodi nke ya nwaso ya.
Exactly.
So we will all make it alive and we will see all ourselves at the end of the tunnel and we will celebrate. Grace ndewo, Grace ọmụbụ ya ndewo, ka ị mere. I hope you are good. So, Biafrans, we will say good night from here. They will no more Shineke. We will see tomorrow morning again.
Good night, Mazi. Good night, Mazi. God bless.
Good night. Thank you. Where is the video of Tinubu now? Make I put them before we go. Now be the last video where you go watch. Okay, same here.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there is not.
Oh, Chim! Areas have been occupied by unknown who know how to do best. This again is the season when our families do what they know how to do best. But unfortunately, a number of areas have been occupied by unknown gunmen because they come in to land grab and then to maim and to kill. And for some reason, no one has been able to make a hold of them. So with very good policing by your ranks, there will be something new